Well, as Mark Ruffalo here says in his tweet, we now have our marching orders. This is Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. And if you thought 2020 was bad, 2016, get ready, because Hollywood is going to jump all over itself to work the zipper on her power pants. They are going to do whatever they can to try to convince people to vote for her. And it's going to be a hard one, because I would argue that she's more unlikable than Hillary Clinton. And that's a feat, man, because she was awful. But who knows? She might not even make it in. The convention hasn't come yet. She can say she's got all the delegates she wants, but until that convention comes, things could change in a second. The question I would have is, let's say something happens at the convention and they don't get behind her, and like Hillary comes in and usurps her. Does she get all the money they're donating? And ladies and gentlemen, they are donating a lot of money to her. She actually raised like $100 million in one day, or $80 million or something like that. It was a lot of money, but it all came from big, big donors. It wasn't grassroots. It was from big, big donors who want her in because, like her predecessor, she's a puppet. Puppet. But this is funny because they were all pushing for Biden to drop out. They wanted him out. And it's funny, now they're calling Trump too old, which is, hilarious, because they said nothing about the old man in his 80s who was running literally last week. But now they can use that as a talking point. These people are insane. So Hollywood's behind her. George Clooney out there doing his best to get her elected. He he lettered a strongly worded letter not that long ago about Biden and how he needs to step down. And it is funny, all these big donors said that they're going to do a Biden-cot or something. They were calling the boycott on him. And then, he steps down because, well, the money wasn't going to flow in. And now they've installed Kamala, who is running without any voters' input. She was not elected as the primary candidate for the Democratic Party, but I guess that doesn't matter. And to be honest, your votes never really mattered for them anyway, because they have all those super delegates who can literally pick people without any feedback from regular voters. I don't know why you guys are okay with that, but it is what it is. So Hollywood is celebrating all of this. Lots of people out there saying they're so happy that she's in. The really funny one, though, is Ron Perlman, who, by the way, has left Twitter multiple times. He came back recently. The last time he tweeted, here, I'll just show you before we read that off. Here we go. So back in July 10th, 2023, he says, "Breaking, I'm taking my business to Threads. Haters, stay the F out." And then he came back literally 20 days later to say, "Woke up to see Twitter is now X. The real question is why." And then he hasn't tweeted since last year. He comes back today to say, "Yo, Elon, you sweating yet? Is your sphincter as tight as your vision? Are you starting to understand what it's going to feel like to be whooped by a woman who is anything but what?" So keep in mind, Elon Musk is donating $45 million a month to Trump. So now they're going to have to smear him, call Elon Musk an istophobe. Keep in mind, Ron Perlman once told a story, and if you don't believe me, look it up. He told some story. I don't know if he said this in a interview or if he tweeted it. I can't remember, but he said that he once met Trump, went into the bathroom, urinated on his hand, didn't wash it, and then shook Donald Trump's hand. This story never happened, by the way. He totally made that up. But what a gross thing to put out there. Even if you did do that and it was true, you realize that you still peed on your own hand. That's gross, Ron. But ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing compared to the next thing. So they're now dragging Chadwick Boseman's corpse out and using a tweet that he made back in 2020 to throw support to Kamala Harris. Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman's final tweet was in support of Kamala Harris, and fans are emotional. So here's the tweet right here. And let me tell you something. I highly doubt he actually tweeted this, and I'm going to tell you why. He died shortly after this tweet happened. Let me show you. So here's Chadwick Boseman's Twitter account. And you have to scroll down because the account just retweets his foundation now, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. This is a charity in his name, so this isn't a big deal to me. They just use it to promote his charity. But what is disgusting is them using this tweet and trying to use this as some kind of endorsement for her. I highly doubt that he tweeted this. There's a picture of him, probably from some event. People take pictures together. Maybe he really did like her. I don't know. But just like most celebrities, they do have people that make posts for him. The reason, though, I don't think it was him that did this is because on August 28th, he died. I believe that was the day, right? They confirmed it. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, it was August 28th. I just wanted to be sure, because the dates on this are important. Now, so this tweet, this is not him in this picture, by the way. Who knows when this picture was actually taken? I don't know. The reason I know that isn't him is because if you saw pictures of him in his final days, he looked really bad because he was dying. And it's an awful thing that happened to him. You know, nobody should be taken that young, especially, you know, with what he had. He had colon cancer. Incredibly sad thing that happened to him. But I don't know when this picture was taken. But the reason that I say this probably wasn't him that tweeted is because he was probably in bed, literally, you know, wasting away. I highly doubt the one thing he was thinking about was making sure he gets his Kamala Harris endorsement out there. I'm pretty sure he probably liked her, but I don't think that this was from him directly. And I think it's kind of gross that they're pulling this up, and literally, they did this with Stan Lee, too. Do you remember they were trying to use Stan Lee to sell shit and everything? I can't stand that when this happens. But they've got to do something because they're losing a lot of votes. A lot of people tired of Biden, tired of empty promises from the Democratic Party. And as usual, they're going to trot out a bunch of promises and celebrities. Got all the black celebrities coming out now saying that you got to vote for her, just like when Biden said, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Every election year, I would like to remind people, promises are made for communities and they're never fulfilled. There will be a lot of promises made this time that won't get fulfilled. Don't fall for it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of that. I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.